I have the pleasure today to be here with Nancy with Rainbow Place. She's the director of Rainbow Place. And Nancy, can you tell us a little bit about Rainbow Place?
Be glad to, Bob. Thank you. Rainbow Place has been here in Montgomery County since 1982. It was originally started by the church next door, and it was an all-volunteer enterprise. The people from the church did everything from being here at night to welcome the people, to helping in any way that they could with their issues, and to try to provide some little bit, at least at night, to eat, drink, whatever. But in the early days, we really didn't have a lot to offer. We've grown a lot over the years as more and more faith groups, and community groups, and individuals got involved, so that now it's really a big community-wide effort, and now has professionals working here, professional leadership, case managers, counselors, people who can help the people with whatever they have. So we've changed a lot over the years. Just a year ago, we became our own 501c3, which was a big step in becoming more independent. We had an independent board and finance stream for years, but we were still under the umbrella of the church's 501c3. And the church has been amazing to us. We weren't trying to push them out or anything, but unfortunately, being under their 501c3 meant that we couldn't apply for a lot of grants and things which we needed to keep going.
Well, Nancy, a part of our mission of giving back to the community, as we say, Klinger Cares, is can you tell us a little bit about number of beds and, a little bit more in detail
Sure.
the services you provide here?
Sure. We have 28 beds, most of which are full during the winter months. When someone comes in, they get a bed that is theirs for as long as they're here. They can stay the entire time we're open. We hope that doesn't happen because our main focus is to move people on. We really don't want to just warehouse people. We want to help them with whatever it is that is keeping them homeless and enable them to move on to a more typical lifestyle. We get a very diverse group of people. Too many people stereotype homeless individuals, and I can tell you that people who happen to be experiencing homelessness are like anyone else, with the same hopes and dreams and ideas and goals. Many of them leave here in the morning to keep a job, which is not easy to do when you're in a shelter. So we have some amazing individuals here. We've learned a lot from our clients, and we try to provide what we can. Volunteers come in at night and serve a dinner to everyone. We have breakfast in the morning, and when people leave for the day, they get a bag lunch. While they're here, we encourage everybody to see a case manager because that's really the key to getting whatever services you need to move on.
Well, it's really remarkable because, in a country that we are in, we're very fortunate just to have the basic necessities for people to offer, and what you do for them to get them back on their feet, to give them a place, to give them the resources is very important. Can you tell me a little bit about how the community can give back? What are your needs? There's so many nonprofits out there, and by the grace of God, we find you guys, and it's a pleasure working with you. But what can we say to the community, the things that would be helpful?
Well, one thing is, and you've demonstrated that today, you asked me last week what we needed and provided all of the supplies back there, which was a huge need. We really need this type of support. We actually have a pretty bare bones budget, and so it's all we can do to keep operating sometimes. So any support, whether it's in the way of donations, whether it's in the way of, money donations or donations of supplies, people coming in to volunteer, really important. The other thing is what you're doing right now, because you're spreading the word. A lot of people don't even know we exist, so this really does help us to get the word out. That contrary to popular belief, in this county, which is so well off, there are many, many individuals who cannot afford a home. There are people who are working hard every day who cannot afford even an efficiency apartment because of the type of job they have, because of the fact that they can only get part-time work, because of the fact that part-time work does not give benefits. There are many people here who really need that extra boost. And so, again, spreading the awareness like this is wonderful. We do hope that more people will find out about us, know about us, and they can contact us. We have a website, and on the website we always list whatever is currently needed. We also have a volunteer tab on there that people can sign up to do things. So, and again, volunteering can be a wide range of things.
So Nancy, you had mentioned that you need supplies because, as you mentioned in the kitchen, you guys don't have a dishwasher, or any kind of washing facility. So paper products is always a need, utensils. What are some other things that would be helpful?
Well, we also go through a lot of laundry. This is, again, people who are on the streets or people who are living in a shelter don't have access to do their laundry. So we have washers and dryers here. We have an ironing board here. All of them get lots of use.
So how does that work? You know, what you have 26 ladies in there. How do you do the rotations of everything?
Very interesting way. We actually have a sign-up sheet for people to sign up for the best time for them.
Okay.
We find that most of the time we can do 3 different people a night if they each do a load each. That gives everybody at least one chance during the week. And then, of course, if somebody hasn't signed up for a time slot and people have extra laundry, they can get a second time. We always need laundry detergent. We go through bleach. We also need bleach for cleaning and things. We need cleaning supplies.
Okay.
Just about really anything that you use at home, we use here.
Okay, so clothes-wise, blankets?
We use tons of blankets and linens. Right now, we're in pretty good shape, so I'm very grateful for that. Again, it's the outpouring from people. Many people bring us clothing and coats, hats, gloves. For most of the things right now, we're in super good shape. We really do need a few more gloves, umbrellas, rubber gloves for preparing food, serving food, and cleaning up. So things like that.
You had mentioned to me, too, that you have 26 ladies here, and the average ages are what?
We have 28.
Oh, 28.
28, and really it's a wide range. Just this past week we had a teen, well, we can't have people under 18,
Sure.
but we had a 19-year-old and we had someone in her 80s and every place in between. So the average age is usually more late 30s to early 50s, but we have the extremes too.
Do you mind giving us a tour of the facility so we can
Glad
show
to.
everybody? Take us good.
Okay, so here's our little laundry area. I think you've already gotten that maybe. We have a job board here where we advertise anything we know about so that people can, job fairs, health fairs, job openings in the area. The county is really good at sending us job openings, and then we will put the flyers up here for people to see.
Now, how do they stay in contact with their children? Because they're here, and naturally their children can't be here.
Different ways. Most of the women now, thankfully, are able to get cell phones because we can get a free phone for people.
Okay.
A lot of people don't realize this. These aren't the same kind of phones that you probably have,
Sure.
but they have the basics and people can make calls. This is also great for people who are waiting for a call on a job
Okay.
or an application for something.
Would gift cards be appropriate to give out?
Gift cards are amazing. This is one of our most popular items. By giving a gift card that we can then give to someone, it gives people a little bit more autonomy. Again, we try to keep all the necessities here that we can give people, but it's nice if someone can go out and pick out something that they want. And people would often give us, people sometimes give us gift cards to like some of the local stores
Sure.
and places to eat. And when they do that, that also gives people something to do during the day.
Okay.
A lot of people will hang out during the day at one of the eateries around. But you get a little bit self-conscious if you've been there for 3 hours and had a cup of coffee.
Sure.
So a gift card really enables people to do a little bit more.
How about bus tickets or metro tickets? Would that be helpful?
Very helpful. We get a certain amount of tokens for the ride on buses for the county, and we give them out as needed. We don't have enough to give everybody some every day, which would be wonderful, but we don't get that many, and truthfully, we couldn't afford that many. We get them at a discount, but we still pay for them. Money for tokens would be amazing. Tokens are amazing. bus cards, smart trip cards. These are all things that really help us. And again, it gives people more autonomy and the ability to do more things.
So if someone was going to make a donation, whether it be in kind, whether it be supplies or money, who would they write the check to?
Rainbow Place Shelter.
Okay.
This is our kitchen. And as you can see, it's fairly well equipped with things, but they're pretty old. So anyway, again, we would, one of these days, if we can ever if we're ever able to really update the kitchen, we would like to put in a commercial dishwasher. Right now, that isn't a possibility just because we would have to totally replumb. We would have to, have a lot of this taken out, removed, changed. I understand that we'd even need an electrical booster in order to do that. So there would have to be a lot of changes made, and we would have to have a lot of things in here redone that are
Bring it up to code.
bring it up to code, exactly. So anyway, because of that, we can't put in a dishwasher right now. It really kills me to use so many paper products because we really like to be environmentally conscious.
Well,
but we don't have a choice because of the fact that we can't do dishes without a commercial dishwasher in the facility.
It's amazing because you're sitting in Montgomery County where they push Go Green.
I know.
And you're right in the heart of the county. So hopefully we can try to help you out there as well.
Thank you.
So I know you talked about possibly wanting to update the bathrooms.
Yes.
Adding in another shower.
Yes, we're actually pretty excited. We're expecting to get some help this summer from Rebuilding Together.
Okay.
A lot of people know that as the old Christmas in April. But Rebuilding Together has come in, and they've talked with us, and they're hoping to come in after we shut down for the season and put in that extra shower and that extra commode, which will make all the difference in the world.
Outstanding.
And just last week, a subgroup of Rebuilding Together, the women who build, came in and did a lot that wasn't here when you were here before. For example, this wall never matched the other walls in here.
Okay.
They totally repainted the bathroom, the hallway, put in more shelving, put in more hooks in the bathroom,
Outstanding.
and the curtains outside and the rugs, which again was amazing. Sherwin-Williams donated all the paint, so we've been the beneficiaries of many helpful people.
That's good.
Another time, the Home Builders Care Foundation came in and did a lot of work here. So we have a lot of reason to be grateful, and we're very grateful to you guys for what you've done today.
Well, again, I thank you for your time.
Thank
You know,
you.
any way we can help you out or reach out to our clients or to our viewers to help support you, we'd love to do it.
Thank you so much.
And again, thank you for what you do.
Thank you. We couldn't do it without all of the support we get from groups like yours and other people who have been our big supporters. So thank you.
My pleasure.